Hey everybody, Kieran Murray here with Let's Talk About Northwest Wines with the beautiful, wonderful Miss.
Sherry Murray.
You almost forgot who you were, weren't
I
you?
kind of did. When you said beautiful, wonderful, I was like, oh, is he talking about me?
That's the one, right? So we are here with another episode of Bottom of the Bottle. Bottom of the Bottle is we feature a winery. We talk about the winery, not necessarily the wines, because we don't have the palates to tell you about the wine and
We have baby palates. We're
why
learning.
it's good, or I'm picking up hints of whatever. Nope, it's not. That's not. Well, it might be you, but it's definitely not me.
So yes, my palate is a little bit better than yours.
It's way better.
Because yours is, it's either, can we say it? It's either good shit or bad shit.
That's how I rate
That's
wine.
how he rates
good shit or
wine.
bad shit.
So mine, at least I can pick some flavors out, but it's usually because I have a tasting card in front of me and I'm reading it, and then I can taste what's in it. But it's not usually because I can taste it on my own.
But my scale has gotten bigger, where instead of just good shit or bad shit, now it's like good shit, gooder shit,
More
gooder shit, more gooder shit.
Yeah.
So there's levels of how good it is. So
yeah, you
so
are.
There's that.
Are
so here's what we do
a
on
star.
Bottom of the Bottle is we drink the top half of the bottle, and then we come to you so we can do a video with the bottom half, which is what we're doing now.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. And talk about our experience with a winery, with a wine owner, whatever we had going on. Hopefully you'll be able to go meet the same people or have your own experiences that are just as wonderful as ours. So,
Or even better.
Yeah, absolutely. So who we're talking about tonight is Truthteller Wineries.
Yes. Yum.
And the cool part was, so this Facebook group we started called Let's Talk About Northwest Wines was for us back, we started August 1st, to be able to have other people tell us where to go drink wine.
Because again, like we said, we're just learning. There's a ton of amazing wineries out there that we haven't even gotten to yet. And we're trying. We're working our way through it. But we didn't really know where to go. And I think a lot of times wineries can be a little bit intimidating for a novice wine drinker because they don't know, they don't really know what to expect. They don't know what they're walking into. They don't know really what a tasting is. They don't know what they don't know. So with us building this group up, it was pretty amazing because we were able to ask you guys for help, and you answered.
That's how it worked for us. So initially we had connected with a lovely lady named Wendy Beck in the group, who we never knew. She was just someone who joined the group, and she pours at the tasting room in Woodinville. Said you should come check out Truthteller, and so that was always on our bucket list, was to get to Truthteller in Woodinville, which oddly enough hasn't happened yet. But
we've tried though.
Yeah, we've tried. But then also the winemaker and wine owner Chris from out in Walla Walla joined the group, and then also was making comments about coming out to Walla Walla and joining him. So I could tell you Chris's last name, but I'm going to butcher it until
we're not even going to try
until he actually tells me how to pronounce his last name, because it's like.
And it has to be before we've had a lot of Truthteller wine so that we can actually remember it.
So when I see it, if you look at it really fast, it just reminds me of Lollygagger. Do you remember in Bull Durham, the Lollygagger scene in the locker room? You're lollygagging this, you're lollygagging that. So I see his last name. So Chris, sorry, buddy. Hashtag sorry. Sorry, not sorry. But for right now, buddy, you're Chris Lollygagger until you tell me how to pronounce the name.
Oh my God.
So anyway.
Sorry, dude.
So I can't believe we did that. So anyway.
There was no we in that one, to be clear.
So anyway, so we planned a Walla Walla trip 3 months ago, somewhere in there. And we went into the group and said, we're going to go to Walla Walla, and where should we go? And so actually the entire trip was based on where people told us we should go. Fortunately, Chris jumped in, reminded us that he was there. He was going to be in town. He actually runs back and forth between Walla Walla and Seattle area quite a bit. Yeah. He was going to be there at the time that we were there, and we actually were able to schedule a tasting while he was in the winery, in the tasting room. I don't know if he was scheduled to actually be there or if he came in special just because we were there. I have a hunch that he just made time for us, which was another cool thing.
Really cool.
Because I think he had other stuff he was doing, because he had someone else working in the tasting room that day, and it's COVID time, so it's not crazy busy. So
But it's busy enough.
But to have them there was really awesome. So we got out to Walla Walla, went to Chris's location, and really cool, right down in the middle of town. Very, very, very cool tasting room in Walla Walla. Really, really cool. Mm-hmm. And we tasted. Did we taste all of his wines?
I think we may very well have tasted, if not all.
Most.
We did a lot.
Yeah, because I think
was really cool because we were able to really get an understanding of what he has to offer, because he has two labels under Truthteller, which is really, really kind of cool. It's very interesting.
So we have we're drinking is from the Miscreant, right? Mm-hmm. And then he's got the Truthteller label. Is that right?
Correct.
So, and they are both delicious. And the price point on them is
price point on Truthteller is really good. The price teller on the price on Miscreant, I can never say that. It's an even better price point. So you have good, and then you have even better as far as price point goes.
And this GSM is fantastic.
Yeah, I think there was a post in the group at one point about a certain dollar range of wines on the everyday drinkers or what have you. And the Miscreant label is definitely one that falls within that lower price point, but you're still getting some really fantastic wines.
Oh, I had to swallow that before you finished.
I guess I stopped talking to you.
Am I up?
Yeah.
Yeah. So great prices, great wines. I think we tried most of them. Mm-hmm. We might have even tried some stuff that he didn't have out yet. I think that's the cool part about if you get a chance to go to someplace that's, especially on a slower day when people aren't, it's not packed and they're not slammed, and you get a chance to meet up with the winemaker or the owner, and you can kind of geek out on their wines, and all of a sudden they start bringing stuff from the back room, which I think that Chris did. I think he brought some stuff from the back. I think he excused himself and said, "Hold on, I'll be right back." Yeah. Came back, and we're just like, "Oh my!" And there's not a lot of wineries you go to where we go through the entire every bottle they have where we go, "Oh my gosh, we love everything." But I think we went through all of his stuff, and I think we went, "Oh my gosh, these are." Well, it was good enough. We said we need to join the club, so we joined the club right away. Yeah. And so it's a club that's the club is a great price because the bottles are at a great price to begin with, and then you get your discount for being a club member, mm-hmm. and then if you ever go back, you get to buy it at a discount again. So just the wines are just phenomenal. Loved the space in Walla Walla. Can't wait to go back there. And then we tried to go. He was in the warehouse district up in Woodinville, but just moved into, I think it's called Wooden Creek.
I'm not sure, but
it's downtown.
It's a really cool space. It was actually the first time that we had ever been down there. And it's kind of that new and up and coming area for Woodinville, for their wineries and, their restaurants and things like that. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Walla Walla's Main Street. Yeah. And it was really cool because we went during Christmas time. So everything was lit up. Even during COVID, it was still lit up, the street lights and everything else. So it was really pretty.
And the problem was we didn't make a reservation, even though Chris via private message was telling me, "Hey, I can make you we have reservations at 2:30 or 3:30. I can get you in there." And I slouched, I slacked, I did everything, and I didn't make them. And then we went up there to Woodinville, and I told Sherry, I said, "Well, we need to drive by. We need to see if we can get in." So we went in, and there's limited seating outside because of COVID right now. So we got to go in. We couldn't get seating, so we couldn't taste, we couldn't drink wine there. But we got to see the new space.
It's really cool.
Very, very. It's a really, really. There's going to be some other wineries that are going in there as well, but it's a really cool vibe. Really, really cool location. So you done good there, Chris. We can't wait to go back there and drink some wine there as well.
Absolutely.
The other thing that I really appreciate about Chris is as we started doing this group, Let's Talk About Northwest Wines group, we've had the opportunity to meet some of the people in the industry, the winery owners, the winemakers, and just have different conversations. It's not like you just go in for a tasting, but you get to have some different conversations. And one of the things that that a lot of the winery owners have been asking us is, what are you going to do with this group? And we were like, well, we don't know, because what we had intended to do with our group is not what is probably going the evolution of, because our goal was in the beginning was, let's just make it so that we can get some people in there, they can tell us where to go taste wine. And so we thought, maybe we'd get just a few people in there. We thought if we had 10 or 20 people, it'd be awesome. They could tell us where to go drink wine, take our fifth wheel, where we could get into places. And as of today, it's New Year's Eve. We just went past 3,400 people in 5 months. Yeah. So it's definitely taken a different turn. So we've definitely come to the realization that we can utilize the Facebook group, maybe even other tools, to put people together, put consumers together with wineries, and bring them together. And we definitely want to do that. Our whole thing is we love connecting with people and doing things in groups and events and stuff. We love doing that, and we love wine. So it's kind of cool to put them together. And we really want to help people get back into the wineries and start buying wine and keep the wineries in business, because we all love the whole industry, right? So there's going to be some things that we've talked about. Well, along the way, there's several people in the industry that we've had conversations with that you could kind of just have those honest, open conversations. I'll give you an example. When we went out to Walla Walla and we were able to sit down with Chris and we had this conversation, said, hey, what should we look at doing with this group? What would be beneficial for wineries with the audience that is building? And so I think we probably talked to Chris for a good 2 hours about this. And then on top of that, when I send him Facebook messages, he always answers. And so we go back and forth on, if I have a question about something, man, he's right there to answer it from an industry standpoint, from a wine owner, winemaker standpoint, and give us kind of direction on maybe which way we should go. And so he has been probably one of the most valuable resources we've had to date in the last 5 months since we started this group on what should we do with it, how should we, move forward with it and help the winery, the wine industry stay alive and thriving and get more people coming in.
There's a lot to navigate through.
There totally is. And
the wineries and winemakers have really, really helped us.
Oh my gosh.
Navigate through something that I don't want to say is foreign to us, but yet is foreign to us. There's stuff that we're really good at, but wineries and wine is something that we're still learning. So it's been a great relationship that we've been able to pair some of our experience and expertise with the wineries to maybe help them out a bit.
Yep. And so as we move forward, just know that that's our goal, is to help the people in our group in the Northwest. Well, let's talk about Northwest Wines. Help you navigate and get into these wineries and find the ones you love. And so we're going out there to the wineries and doing videos like this. And hopefully maybe you'll go to Truthteller and go, my gosh, you were right.
They better.
We love that place too, and so that's just our whole goal with it. But Chris has been invaluable. He has been, I kind of sit there and I think about some of the winery owners, the people in the industry who have almost been like an advisory board, a sounding board for us in the last 5 months. And he is definitely there to offer any help, any advice. And I just can't tell you how much we appreciate that. And even just from that standpoint, I would encourage you to go support Truthteller, just based on that Chris would make himself so available. The guy makes great wines. There's a lot of people that make really great wines in Washington and Oregon. And so I want you to support him because he makes really great wines. Yes. They're at a really great price point. And he's very open to helping anyone. I know it's not just us. I'm sure it would be anyone who would come to him and say, hey, can I pick your brain about whatever it is? I just have a feeling, my gut says that Chris the lollygagger would...
oh God, Chris, I am so sorry. Wow.
I bet you as soon as he watches this video, he's going to call me or he's going to send me a message and say, I'm going to tell you exactly how to pronounce my last name.
I really hope you
do. But even when you tell me how to pronounce your last name, dude, you're always going to be Chris Lollygagger. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I'd love for everyone just to be able to support Truthteller because of all those things and the fact that he's so open. He's so willing to help. I'm sure he does that within the industry. So he's an awesome guy. Haven't had a chance to meet the others that work with him. I mean, we know Wendy Beck. She's awesome. We've actually did some wine tasting with Wendy, I believe. And then we met whoever the lady was. I wish we would have remembered her name, that was working at Woodinville when we went down to the new place. She
Wasn't
was
it
awesome.
like her first day or first week or something?
Yeah, she was brand spanking new, and you'd never, ever, ever know it, right? Yeah. She just fit right in. So if you guys get a chance, go check out Truthteller. You're going to love the wines, I believe. You're going to love the prices. If you get a chance to meet Chris, you're going to love Chris. I know Chris is married. I haven't met his wife. We're looking forward to being able to get back out there and be able to connect with the family. But I got to tell you that Truthteller has become one of our favorites. They just have fantastic wines. So if you get a chance, go check out Truthteller. We love them. Chris, we love you. Thank you for allowing us to butcher the name, call you names, do whatever. Hopefully people will feel sorry and just say, I'm going to go visit Chris and buy a bunch of wine because Kieran's so mean to him.
Because they want to know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah. When you go to Truthteller, ask him how to pronounce Chris's last name so that you have it correct, and then we'll just all be good, right? So, right?
And just remember, it was Kieran that butchered it. I didn't even try.
Hey, Chris, we love you, buddy. We love Truthteller. And for everyone else, go check him out. You'll be glad you did. And for us, we are out of here. Happy New Year to you guys. Have a great New Year's Eve on 2020 tonight. And we wish you the very best in 2021. Love you guys.
Bye, guys.